Rockstar families, and welcome to our weekly VODCAST. I hope that you are staying warm on this now very cold weekend. I have a couple of announcements, and then I'm going to get you off to the strategy session this week. As you know, we have an incredibly short week upon us, as it is the week of Thanksgiving. So, first of all, I would like to congratulate this week's Rockstar of the Week, Mr. Travis Campbell. Travis prepared for his student-led conference in such an incredible way, with amazing amounts of effective effort, and in addition, he planned a teaching lesson for when his stick was pulled in math, and it was absolutely exceptional. It was creative, it was out-of-the-box thinking, exactly what we're looking for. So congratulations this week to Travis Campbell for being this week's Rock Star of the Week. So, a couple of quick announcements, guys, for our two-day week. First of all, Picture Retake Day is coming up on Tuesday. So if you're interested in having your scholar have their picture retaken, that is coming up on Tuesday. So I don't want you to forget that. And only one other announcement that I have for you guys this week. I'm actually going to send this home tomorrow. And this is kind of something, just for me. It has nothing to do in terms of school or anything like that. It's called the Student Release Form. I am currently underway in trying to get my National Board Certification for teaching. So basically, it's just a program that teachers can go through. It's highly intensive, requires a ton of writing, a ton of reflecting, and it's just one way for me to improve my teaching even more. Now, required with this process this year, I will be having to use some of your students' work samples that we use in class, and I will have to actually film my teaching, and that will get sent away this summer, and then they'll determine, based on the criteria, if I meet the requirements to be nationally board certified. So basically what that means for you guys is I need you to, if you're okay with this, sign the student release form. And essentially what you're saying, if you say you consent to this, is first of all, your child may be in a recording. It's not published online. It's only in my portfolio that gets sent away to be scored. In addition, the materials that I use, such as your students' writing, may be used in a publication. Your students' names will not be included on this writing whatsoever if I submit it. I just want you to know that. Any materials that I use in this process are, I might write student A. I would totally take away your child's name. So if you're willing to do this for me, guys, if you could just put I do give permission and then sign and return it there. This is something that I'm working on all year long, something that means a lot to me. I really want to grow myself as a teacher even more, and this is that avenue for me to do so. So that will be coming home tomorrow. No rush in getting it back. I just want to work on getting those going as I'm really digging deep into the certification process for that. So, with that being said, I'm going to send you guys off to the strategy session, and I'll see you on Hey, Room 21 Rockstars! Welcome to the strategy session of our weekly VODCAST. I have a couple of things I want to show you this week, a few things that you can work on over the break if you have a little bit of time to earn some extra house points, and then I'm going to send you back over to Mr. Reichard. So, first of all, I did want to scroll on down and show you the house point race currently. That blue house is still in the lead, but man, that race has tightened. So guys, every single house point counts. One thing that you might want to look into over Thanksgiving break, if you eat a little too much turkey and you want to focus in, is our Clever app. So let me just close out of that really quickly. If you go on over to Clever, play some First in Math, that will be a great way, guys, for you to continue to make some magic happen with your math, getting those facts down and really making them more fluid. So that is available there for you. Now we're going to head over to the VODCAST section this week. I put up a ton of different things here, guys, and really my major goal for you over Thanksgiving break and during this week is to get those fraction and decimal equivalencies down to make them incredibly automatic. So if I say 6/8, you can tell me what the decimal equivalent for that would be, 750 thousandths. I say 7/8, that's 875 thousandths, etc. 2/5, that would be 40 hundredths, okay? Things like that. How can you practice that? Well, I put up a couple of new sites. The first one being actually a brain pop game that I show my scholars every year. It's actually really cool, because what you guys are focused on here is actually trying to place different decimal and fraction numbers on the number line according to Battleship, and you're trying to get as close as possible. So let's go ahead and hit play. Now you can do a mixed bag, whole numbers, fractions, decimals. Let's just do fractions right now. So here's 0 to 1. I have to place 7/10. And they'll tell you if you hit it or not. Okay, and then the next one would come down 1/10. That'd probably be right about there. Perfect hit, okay? So that game is available for you there. Now, you're probably asking me, well, Mr. Record, how am I going to show my work for that? How are you going to know that I played that game? Just write down on a sheet of paper, when did you start playing it, when did you stop playing it, calculate the elapsed time. For every 10 minutes that you play the game, I will give you 5 house points, because that's going to be a way for you to kind of strengthen the number line placement. Now, there are a couple of other things, guys, that you can do, and they include all the sites that I've had last week. These 4 right here are amazing sites to get down our equivalent fractions and decimals. And if you want to polish up on anything else, after you kind of saw your benchmark printout, saw what problems you want to work on, I have all of these different concepts here as well that will help you with that. Prime, composite, multiplication, division, order of operations, elapsed time, and then finally back down to our equivalent fractions and decimals. Our math no guessing riddle of the week is right here. It's up brand new, 5 house points if you go ahead and complete that. Okay, I did keep these cards up for the week, guys. I know last week was incredibly busy and incredibly exhausting with conferences and everything else taking place. So if you take each row of those, if you haven't done this already, and order those from least to greatest, bring them in on a sheet of paper, and show me your work. Okay, so prove it to me. So if you have a fraction such as 7/8, I should see that you know that 1/8 equals 125 thousandths. Oops, double decimal there. Okay, and then continue that skip counting on. If you do each of those rows, you'll get yourself 5 house points there. Our math challenge of the week is up. This week it deals with probability, guys. So if you go through each of these steps, okay, right here, bring in all of your work for this, you can get yourself 20 house points. It's going to take a little bit more time, but it is our math problem of the week. It's our math challenge of the week. If you check that out with some amazing effective effort, you'll be successful there. Our writing fix of the week I'm actually kind of excited about. You know, Jake brought up last week, guys, the fact that when I write songs for class, like the song that we're currently singing for Explorers, I basically wrote a parallel song, just like your parallel poetry. So I want you to choose a song that you really like. Google it, select it, find the lyrics, and take a topic that we're studying in class and write a parallel song to at least one stanza in that song. So in class, I took the song Just Give Me a Reason by Pink, and I made it into an explorer song. Africa gave a reason to sail around the globe, find religion, find some glory, and then it keeps going just like that. So I want you guys to go ahead and write that parallel song as well. It goes perfectly with our parallel poetry, okay? And then finally, I do still have the Catch the Bus digital breakout if you want to check that out, and some cool jigsaw puzzles that you can go ahead and complete as well. So you're probably wondering, Mr. Reichard, what is our secret hashtag for the week? Well, our secret hashtag for the week, guys, is one of our major core values in class. It's on the back of your t-shirt. It's on the wall. It's one of the things that makes us a Room 21 rock star, and that is hashtag we are grateful. Hashtag we are grateful. And this week, when you bring that secret hashtag in, to get the full 5 house points, you need to tell me one thing that you are grateful for, Room 21 rock star. So hashtag we are grateful, and you have to tell me one thing that you are incredibly grateful for. Remember, if you go under the Parents tab and go to the weekly newsletters, guys, you can always find our most current newsletter for the week. And on the back of that newsletter, I have some other ways for you to earn house points as well. So those are always available there if you go ahead and check those out as well to try to get your house into the lead this week for Barrett Academy. So now I'm going to send you guys back over to Mr. Reichard in person. Rockstar families, I hope that those strategies were successful, and I also hope that you have an incredible, incredible Thanksgiving break with your families. You know, one of our core values in Room 21 is we are one family and we are grateful. And those are two things that I think of every year when Thanksgiving comes around. I am so incredibly grateful for your scholars. I'm so incredibly grateful for you sending them to school each and every day. I'm so incredibly grateful for your support, which was so evident during student-led conferences last week. I am one incredibly fortunate teacher, and it's because of each and every one of you that that is the case. And it kind of backs up the fact that every week I say you are the very best families in Stafford County. And it's true. So thank you all for being you. You are incredible, and you are Room 21 Record Rock Star families. I'm going to see you guys on the other end of Thanksgiving break.